What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are back in Forza Horizon 3, and we're looking at a car that anybody that's watched Hot Wheels World Race will know. If you have watched the movies, then let me know in the comments below if you have or you haven't. Those movies were my childhood, to be honest, or at least a big part of it. I had the whole collection of actual Hot Wheels cars from that whole franchise, basically. And yeah, that series was kind of a big a big deal to me, and I think a lot of other Hot Wheels fans at the time. But that's not, that's far away from anything I wanted to talk about in this video. I just wanted to mention it because we're using one of the cars from the well, not really one of the cars, but one of the designs from that show. But no, what I wanted to talk about in this video is getting ready for the Hot Wheels DLC on Tuesday, getting everything ready, and what we might do to get ready, what we might expect from the pack itself, because everybody's gone over all of the, normal event types and achievements and cars and, screenshots and all that kind of stuff at this point, but nobody's really talked about how are these tracks going to feel? How are these physics going to feel? Because a lot of the time, you're either going to be on a wall, effectively, or you're going to be upside down, or you're going to be, doing some sort of twisty thing, like through a corkscrew. These are all things that the Forza physics engine has never had to deal with any of this kind of stuff. So, I mean, I feel like there's going to be some new discovery to be done as far as how the Forza physics engine handles this stuff. And I think the physics engine will, it should like it for the most part. I mean, it shouldn't have any issues with it. I'm sure they've tested it extensively at this point. I mean, it's, it's Turn 10 and Playground Games, and they don't screw around when it comes to testing stuff. But I think the main thing, though, that I'm curious to see is how the cars respond to, oh, hi. Thanks for that, Mr. BMW. Anyways, I think the main thing, though, that I'm curious to see is how the cars respond to being upside down. The cars being upside down is completely, it's never even been in the realm of Forza at all. So, cars being upside down, I mean, how's the engine going to react to that? And like I said, I'm sure they've tested this extensively at this point, but I wonder, will you be able to feel the push of, will they simulate the fact that there's, this extra, not really extra force pushing the car down, but you'll just feel like kind of the gravity of being upside down, and then the force of it pushing down. Will you see that in suspension compression when you go upside down? And I'm sure there's going to be people that are going to be like, dude, it's Hot Wheels. Why are you freaking out if there's going to be, accurate suspension compression or added simulation of gravity? I'm not trying to look for some crazy simulation, guys. I'm just trying to see, and I'm just kind of bringing up the topic of what are they going to add to this picture? You know what I mean? What are they going to add to this picture? Because they have a lot of freedom right now to do kind of whatever they want to do and add whatever they want to add to the Forza experience, really, that's never, ever been in it before. And they're doing that through Hot Wheels. So I think that there's also, too, with Hot Wheels coming, I mean, there's definitely a chance that we'll see this kind of stuff in the future a little bit more now that it's, now that they've said, hey, we can do this. You know what I mean? Now that they've realized, hey, we have the capability to make cars handle upside down in Forza, they're like, oh, maybe we could do something more with this. So that's kind of, that's another thing too, is where might they take this in the future? And I know that's, oh, I thought there was another opening right there. I was greatly mistaken on that one. But I know that there's, obviously, the pack's not even out yet, so we can't really speculate about where they're going to go from there. And, oh my god, that's a tight little gap between the generator, or not really the generator, but the mobile light and the guardrail. Whoop! Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a fun little spot. But anyways, the other thing is, so there's actual, Hot Wheels-based cars, well, cars that are Hot Wheels models coming into the game as part of the DLC. We're getting kind of a car pack on top of it that's included in the DLC, which is basically Hot Wheels cars. And I'm curious if the Hot Wheels cars will have any extra advantages, and probably not, because Forza is very specific about keeping the game balanced. But but having those Hot Wheels cars in the game, I wonder if they'll have any little, you know, abilities of their own. I mean, aside from stuff that's like cosmetic or just kind of, you know, a little bit of a visual, add-on to the game itself. But they should be interesting, and I wonder how they've set up the performance based on the fact that, you know, nobody knows how a Hot Wheels model actually performs or actually runs. So I'm curious to see how they've set that up and what they've baselined it off of. But ooh, that was close. But yeah, like I said, it should be real interesting to see how everything handles. Again, the biggest topic for me is how are the cars going to handle upside down? You know what I mean? Like, how are the cars going to handle upside down? That's totally new, and that's totally unheard of in a Forza game before. So upside down handling, I think, is going to be... Ooh, my 356A Speedster is ready to go. We're going to have to go and pick that up in just a minute. But, yeah, I think, you know, I wanted to kind of use a car that was similar to the topic we'd be talking about. So I was like, hey, how about the star car for the Scorchers in Highway 35 World Race, or at least that paint, that design applied to a Hellcat, and take it drifting. And, dude, you've been sitting here for a while, haven't you? Oh, you've been sitting here for a while. I'm sure you have. Look, he's not going anywhere. That's kind of sad. That's kind of sad. This Drivatar is just here for an eternity. He's not gonna move. There's no way he's gonna, oh my god, okay. I feel bad for you, bro. I guess you're gonna just live out eternity in this, I don't know, refinery or something. Just sitting there, no big deal. But, yeah, I think also, if you guys have anything in the comments that you would like to start a discussion about related to Hot Wheels, let's have the comment section of this video be about discussing what you guys are curious about with the Hot Wheels pack. Not necessarily what you're excited about, but what you're curious about, like what you're hoping is good, what you're hoping they don't screw up. That BMW almost hit me again. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you're excited about, what you're curious about, and what you're, I guess, even concerned about in relation to the Hot Wheels pack. Like, if you're like, okay, it'll be awesome if they get, you know, so-and-so thing right, but they better not screw it up. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't mean screw up the pack entirely. I just mean just little aspects of it. Like, for example, I don't know, I'm just going to take, like, a car, for example, the twin mill, you know. They've already said that they're not going to screw that up, because we know that thing is good to go. We've already seen that everything works. We've already seen that both engines work. But little details that you guys are like, I really think that the pack it'll be kind of taken to the next level if it has so-and-so thing in it, or if so-and-so thing does this or does that, or whatever that may be. Let's have that be the topic of discussion in the comment section for everything related to the Hot Wheels pack. And I know I've been talking about the Hot Wheels pack a lot lately in my Forza videos, but I'm honestly very, very, very excited for it, because there's been a shortage of good Hot Wheels good Hot Wheels involvement in video games for so long, because really, for a long ass time, Hot Wheels has really been out of the video game thing, you know? They've really been out of the video game thing, and, I mean, they've been releasing games, but they haven't been heavy hitters, you know what I mean? They haven't really been heavy-hitting games. They haven't really been games that a lot of people are going to go out and buy, and finally, I think it was a really good move, too, on their part to say, hey, we have an idea for an experience, but let's put it out through a pre-existing platform that people know, that people love, and that they also know is going to be really well represented in the community, because there's a massive community behind Forza. I mean, there's a massive community here on my channel. There's a massive community here on YouTube, on other YouTubers' channels. There's a massive community that just plays the game. There's a massive community around Forza, like, in general, and has been forever, and I think that the Forza community will be a ever-growing thing for a long time. So I'm really, really excited to see that Hot Wheels, after their little car pack a while back, because they did do a car pack, and I believe it was Forza 6, but I'm really glad to see them coming back with something that's going to be a lot more heavy-hitting than just a car pack. So there's going to be, I think minds are going to be blown, And I think expectations are going to be not only reached but beaten. I think with this DLC, I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to blow everybody's mind. I think it's going to blow my mind. I hope. Like I said, I haven't seen anything regarding it yet, but yeah, once it comes out, oh my God, I think it's really gonna blow up. So again, like I said, guys, let me know in the comments below what you guys are, what you guys are excited about, what you guys are curious about, what you guys are hoping, that they get right with this pack, and also too, let me know in the comments below if you watched Highway 35 or not, because I'd be curious to know how many of my subscribers did. But if you guys enjoyed this quick little video and enjoyed the drifting as well, don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comments below what you thought of it. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. I'll see you guys next time. Talk to you guys soon.